Mic check. Mic check 1 2. Okay, look. This video is about the service appointment that I had today. This diary is not starting well. It's about the service appointment that I have today. Or that I had today. I need some flip flops. I'm headed out. I got a couple extra pennies that I wasn't expecting, so I'm going to treat myself to not rushing to cook because I have some food that's in the refrigerator that's been processing since yesterday. And when I say processing, it means I'm soaking it. It's been soaking since yesterday. So I'm going to treat myself to a meal, you know, just trying to take it easy and not exhaust or overexert myself. I had a service appointment. I get up when my alarm goes off, and I hadn't had much sleep because you know how it be, but things got so bad last night that I was able to get them to at least let me get a couple hours. Okay, so I wake up and there's this smell, this old nasty bum-like smell. I told you with these astral bodies, sometimes they have peculiar. Sometimes the smells associated with them are from specific. Sometimes they're familiar and sometimes they're not. Sometimes there's something that I've smelled somewhere before or something that I come across, and sometimes they're not, and which is always an indicator of, you know, something that I would have eventually discovered nearby. So there's, my glasses are dirty. Nasty, like old guy. No, they're scratched. Nasty old guy. And y'all, look, they just put a fucking bug on my face. Hateful. I ain't gonna say it because I'm recording. You know what I would have called y'all. Booty clapper. Booty clappers. Those are booty clappers. So, and I can't get rid of it. I mean, I'm literally chasing this thing around the house. Okay, so that means, like, I got up, I take notice of it, and now I'm like, what the fuck? Like, where is it coming from? And I noticed that once I clear a room with disinfectant and Febreze, okay, some shit that don't stick. I don't go for heavy scents. I don't go for, you know what I'm saying, smelling like something that's just been, it's always supposed to be clean, just a smell clean, you know what I'm saying, subtle, of something that's normal there. And it wasn't. And I'm chasing this thing. The weed eater is working this time. So, and like I said, every time I clear a room, it shows up somewhere else. So that means I got up, I walked about, and it wasn't like, I walked about, I discovered it, okay? When I walked about, I was able to identify exactly where it was. And it wasn't in the other places. It wasn't in the other places. So I come, I clear it up. I think this is my delivery. I didn't plan on being here for. No, it's not. Good. Let me get out of here. I knew it. So they rained in my car. What in the fuck is that? Satan, what in the fuck is that? They rained in the car. It hasn't dried out. Some bullshit. And I don't ever even vacuum my car, so I don't know how the fuck I'm gonna get it out. That sound I couldn't catch before. It ain't hiding. Booty clapper. I forgot I had my laundry in here. So look, yesterday everything got fucked up. Hold on, something's wrong. Y'all, they did something. They changed my shift. This isn't moving. It doesn't slide back into reverse like it's supposed to. There's no brake on or anything, and that's not doing what it's supposed to. So let me see. Why they changed my car? Oh, the leather is stiff from the rain now. They did a real fucking number. Y'all, I can't get the car in the drive. Ugh. This is not good. Let me figure this out. I mean, I knew I was about to have to hurry up and leave and all, but damn. Hold on. And they, I'm gonna show you in a second too how they made that attack. Look how fast. I just got out the shower. The leather is like it's rock hard, and it was keeping me from putting the car in gear. Do I have my debit card? I need to, yeah, make sure I have that on me. Oh look, it's us. You're headed to, no, FedEx is going to my house. Hurry up. Y'all, anyways, I chase the thing. Okay, I spray it, it moves. I spray it, it moves. It gets to the point where I'd have had to spray everywhere that didn't need to be sprayed originally, okay, because it's moving. And cleared. Now it's in the like in the hallway cabinet and stuff. So yeah, the old guy, old guy was in my place, and I couldn't get rid of him. You know, they tried to get me not to drive today. Talk about they didn't want me leaving my house, so that whoever they used to make this attack, which was probably the estimate guy that came out this morning, whoever they used to make the attack would have a reason to act like they didn't know who they were attacking, and say that they confused me with the house behind mine. Oh, I'm drippy now. Come on, come on, come on. It's my turn. It's that four-way. Vehicle is the decoy, the one you seen merging onto this state route. Same time I was crossing into it, it's behind me. Decoy for the vehicle out back. So look, I planned on showing you, but I don't. Let's see. So, after he left, she used the lawnmower as another vehicle, as a decoy vehicle, to claim that, to mimic the same arrangement that was taking place in my driveway. This is what it was like in my driveway. That's how she claims my property. And recall, just the day before yesterday, up until yesterday when I left my house, she had repositioned their mini SUV to be at an angle the same way my vehicle was. Okay, so they did all that with the rain, and they're saying right now that it's because they don't want it to rain, is what they're saying. So putting the rain in my vehicle. Let me back up. I don't even got napkins no more. Look. Washed my car. When I got in that evening, I started fiddling around with the sunroof, and I was like, shit, they don't ever let it rain like it's supposed to anyhow, so I might as well, leave it open. But I was like, the moment I leave it open, they're going to make it rain. So while messing around with it, I discovered that I muscled it a little bit to get it even, and although it's the last position it was in, it wasn't vulnerable. So that means when it rained, even though it was vented, no rain got inside. This position that it's in is vulnerable. It has enough space for rain to get in. So although it's even and it doesn't look like it's broken anymore, they were mad about the look, the way it looked. They wanted something to be off about the vehicle because they've been making constant attacks on the vehicle. And the sunroof was how they were encouraging it. They were suggesting that the vehicle was in bad condition, all kind of stuff. I don't know if I recorded that day, but there's been a couple of times recently that I've been outside with all four doors open, and they were talking about how it conflicted. And the reason I had all four doors open was, I don't know, maybe I was looking for something, because remember I had dropped my SIM card in between the seat and couldn't get it out. So anyhow, all 4 doors open, and I just, you know me, it's no different than the trunk. I'll leave the bitch open like all day, because can't nobody come onto my property. And they were talking about how I was compromising their ops, and that people would see the inside of my vehicle was not in the condition that they were claiming that it was in. So yeah, they were mad when I got it to even out, and it wasn't crooked, uneven, higher on one side than the other anymore. So now it's even, and it looks like nothing's wrong with it. But to the unknowing, you know, there's a gap right here now, and it's like I said, it's vulnerable. So if it rains, that means some rain to get inside. And that if the forecast should suggest that it might rain, now I will have to do something about that. When before I never had to do nothing about it. And that them putting all that motherfucking, like, it wasn't a lot. I didn't drive after the heavy rain. It was 2 days later, and I come in my vehicle and I realized that my carpet is wet. And guess what? I'm glad I'm making this video. I'm getting a couple of things out that I hadn't gotten out, and I hadn't gotten to write about. Like, I haven't been journaling like I should. But that's a result of how bad I'm being attacked. So I just told you something about the vehicle that you otherwise would not have known. The sunroof ordeal and them getting some water inside my vehicle. I talked about this attack that was just made. So in my vehicle, I have that evidence binder, right? Recall from videos ago, months ago. That evidence binder, but I also have now, just recent, like couple weeks maybe, my laptop, and that's because I moved it from the trunk to the back seat of the car. Okay, so look, I get in the vehicle and I'm like, there's no sign of it being wet, but then I look on the floor and I'm like, oh fuck, it's wet. And I start feeling around up here because I'm like, my electrical, you know what I'm saying? And I check all my lights and stuff, make sure they work. And then I check over here and where those napkins were, and they were so fucking soaked. I was so fucking mad that I just closed it back up. I didn't even take them out and throw them away. I mean, I'm doing 61 in a 65. I guess I'm just not in a rush right now, because I would be not doing 70 on this, about 70 on this road or something. Oh, it's still about 5 over. So the laptop's in the back. Already it doesn't come on, and they had attached a bunch of dark matter to it, which means now it doesn't function like it's supposed to. Although nothing's wrong with it, right? And school just started. College just resumed. And I don't have a laptop to work on. So I check around, and like I said, some of this is wet and the floor is wet. The motherfucking binder ain't been touched, but on the other side of the seat, in the back seat, is my laptop, and it's underneath my sweater that's on a hanger. And wasn't it just drenched? Like, not drenched, humidity. Like, you know how you can imagine after the rain, with the change, the extreme differences in temperature inside and outside of the vehicle, it caused some humidity and fall. Like, so that means inside and out wasn't nothing I could turn my windshield wipers on and get rid of. So I pick up my laptop and it's got that shit all over it, and I'm like, y'all did not like completely ruin it. And one of them, you know, was just like, pretty much they were making sure that I did what I was supposed to do, meaning that I didn't back out of what I said I was going to do, and that I realize that they really have an issue with me going to college, and that college is something that they don't want to happen. It was that or something else. I can't, there's a specific, I wanted to word it specifically how they say it when they say it. College is something they don't want to happen. College is something they don't want to happen. So my laptop's ruined. My laptop's ruined. Somebody walking inside of this room. My laptop's ruined. The inside of my car is red. Now my motherfucking shaft has some issues going on too. There's actual physical damage underneath the vehicle with the exhaust. That's where that sound is coming from. So from all the attacks they have been making, something actually manifested from it, and there's real damage. My tooth, they're mad that I put everything in one space. So recently I ordered a caddy. This is weeks ago too now. I ordered a caddy, so that means like that flosser that they love to claim the activity of so much, the little power flosser with the different attachments. I put it in the caddy. It's in the bathroom now, and I put like the peroxide in the bathroom now, and I put the tooth, like all those were in that other room that they claim, and they put the hugest roach in there 2 nights ago. Whatever day that was that I had lobster, they dropped me in the sleep, and they dropped me in the sleep for a few hours, and when they woke me up, this is trash night, so that had to be Sunday. That was Sunday I did the lobster. Today is Tuesday. Today's Tuesday, the 30th of April 2024, and I wake, and I didn't put my trash on the curb, like behind it, like behind me. I dropped in to sleep, but you know, whenever they decide to let me sleep, they do not let me sleep long. I ain't got a full 8 to 10 hours in, so I ain't got 6. So they drop me in to sleep. I wake up, and it's like everything is darker than normal outside because the moon's nowhere to be found. Okay, the moon is nowhere to be found, and it's just really darker than normal, and it's damp. And I have to go and I put my trash on the curb. I take the road, like I walked in the road and not through my grass, because I didn't want my feet getting wet. Traffic signs. I didn't want my feet to get wet. I come back inside, and they're acting like, you know, they were, I told you sometimes they're up front and they'll tell me like they did something. They'll tell me they did something. And they admitted to putting the bug in the room. But y'all, I'm standing on the couch and I'm crying and everything. I just can't stomach up enough nerve to kill this thing. And I'm talking about, it just so happened I had the bug spray that I be lining the outside of my house with. I haven't really done it this year, but last year, you know, after I had the high grass ordeal from being away for 3 months, I often sprayed inside as well as outside, but I haven't done the inside this year. So I'm standing there and I'm trying to get the nerve up. You know how I said they be trying to get some courage, they be sacrificing, tearing my shit up to get courage. Yeah, I was done. Sometimes they hit my vehicle with semis and they apply a little bit of the effect. You kind of heard what that can be like. That was nothing. That was nothing. I was just kind of expecting it. So, I shoot it with the stuff and realized the thing has wings. It had wings. It had wings. Okay. It had wings. Oh shit. And roll back right on up into my yard. That's what I thought the end result was going to be. No saying. Never do that, but they do it and it doesn't stop them from doing it. I'll stop whatever I'm doing, hop up, run to a mirror and try to find it, and there's never anything. And sometimes it's big pieces of something, like what they're doing is, anyways, the roach. Anyways, I spray it, flickers its wings. I found out through research that roaches that have wings aren't good flyers most of the time. It didn't take all, and it had some long antennas. I'm talking about the antennas alone was an inch. A real life inch. No exaggeration. So, it flaps its wings and it doesn't go anywhere. It moves. It starts to walk a little bit. But it doesn't take off flying. And so I shoot some more. And it died. It was an easy kill, but there's the county. It was an easy kill, but I was scared. I was scared. Y'all never hear me talk about I'm scared of nothing, but the motherfucking bugs, they know how to get me. Throw some bugs in the mix, I'm done. It's over. Like, and it's weird because, like, they're so used to me reacting and, like, not even reacting. Like, if I ever fall, I hop right up. When I fell trying to jump out of my skin from the roach after spraying it the first time and it moved its wings, I just sat there on the pillows because I'm so fat and it took too much motherfucking energy. I was afraid of injuring myself. Get a fucking injury trying to kill a fucking bug. Yeah, that's all I want to put in this video right now. the video was just about the astral bodies that they put in my house. This morning they showed their ass on me right before the service appointment, and someone was actually coming out. You know, I don't never have no company at my house. I don't never have a visitor, no nothing. But I make sure it is pleasant and livable for me. Okay? Always. And when I woke, they were on that shit. And I knew they were making a scene, and I knew they were calling me somebody else. Their intent was to make a scene. By the time he got there, I had gotten rid of it. But I feel like they still might have had, like, I don't know, maybe I'll have to ask him. Like, I don't think there was anything. Like, I even went outside a couple of times, went to my trash can, because I had a box sitting on my my grill table from yesterday that I put there. And that's how you know the wind wasn't motherfucking blowing, because it didn't move, it didn't get blown off the table or nothing. What's the speed limit right now? That's not a cop. I just don't know what it is right here. I think I'm doing 57. I think it's 55 right here. But it could very well be 65 and I'm going under. After I pass the county, I think it normally goes back up to 65. But there's been a couple of times that I've come through there and it's been reduced with no signs of construction. Yeah, I don't think, because like I said, I went and then I just walked around the front of my yard also to get a fresh nose, you know, taking some fresh air. Because if you're sitting in any kind of funk, okay. I'm not gonna be vulgar. If anything is astral projecting around you, because I don't say everybody knows that. But if something is astral projecting around you, you know, a clean nose, a clear nose will help. And sometimes you have to get away from it in order to know if you've gotten rid of it. And I think I got rid of it before you came. And you know, while on the topic of astral projection, there's times where I discover something. Not when I discover. There's times when they're putting smells underneath my notes. It's two different things. I don't want you to think it's all the same thing. So maybe discover is the right word. There's times where I come across something somewhere. Because look, there's a lot of times where I exit one doorway into another doorway and I run right into the bitch. And not just that bitch, a bunch of different kinds of, you know, these astral smells. And I walk right into it just from walking under a doorway that they're lying about. I run right into it and catch it and have a reaction behind it. And then it goes.